My invention, the teletrofono, will connect the world.
Okay, close your eyes for a second and just imagine a world where your voice, that unique sound that identifies you, was literally stuck right next to you. Think about it. Communication across even a short distance? Forget it! Getting a message to someone far away? That was pure fantasy, a wistful, almost impossible dream. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, like a bolt of lightning, the telephone burst onto the scene. But here's the kicker. Its birth wasn't some gentle, harmonious hum of innovation. Oh no, it was a full-blown cacophony, a messy, noisy explosion of legal battles, a relentless, intellectual brawl for who would actually own the future of human connection. Can you even picture that? You see, truly groundbreaking ideas, much like cosmic dust swirling in the universe, often tend to coalesce in multiple places all at once. And let me tell you, the late 19th century was an absolute hotbed of electrical experimentation. It was a true Wild West of wires and sparks, a time when everyone, and I mean everyone, was chasing the exact same dream, the dream of transmitting human speech across distances. Now, Alexander Graham Bell was undeniably a brilliant mind. His passion for sound, his deep understanding from working with the deaf, it all fueled his drive. He absolutely envisioned a world where distance simply wouldn't be a barrier to conversation. But here's the crucial part. He definitely wasn't alone in that monumental vision, not by a long shot. And that brings us to Elisha Gray, another formidable inventor, a true genius in his own right, who was diligently working on his very own version of a voice transmitter. Now, get this, in a twist of fate so dramatic, so utterly unbelievable, it feels like it was ripped straight out of a Hollywood screenplay, Gray filed a caveat. That's like a preliminary notice, a heads up that an invention is coming, for a telephone design on February 14th, 1876. Valentine's Day. What the odds? But here's where your jaw drops. On the very same day, literally just hours earlier, Alexander Graham Bell's full patent application for the telephone arrived at the U.S. Patent Office. Can you even begin to wrap your head around that cosmic near miss? The sheer nail-biting proximity of two incredible minds converging on the exact same groundbreaking idea? It's astonishing. This wasn't just some innocent coincidence. No, this was the tiny, seemingly insignificant spark that ignited a legal supernova. The fuse was lit and the fireworks were about to begin. But wait, there's another poignant, even tragic layer to this story. Let's talk about Antonio Meucci. He was an Italian immigrant who, get this, decades earlier had not only conceived but had even demonstrated his own teletrofono right there in New York. His vision was crystal clear. His designs were progressive, far ahead of their time, but in a cruel twist that just breaks your heart, poverty and unbelievably bad luck seemed to conspire against him at every turn. He filed a patent caveat back in 1971, sure, but he simply couldn't afford to renew it. And then, to add insult to injury, his materials, including his actual working models, were allegedly lost or even worse, stolen. Meucci's story? It's a truly tragic symphony of missed opportunities and those brutal twists of fate that life sometimes throws at us. It's a stark, powerful reminder that invention, real groundbreaking invention, often thrives not just on sheer genius, but on resources, on timing, and let's be honest, sometimes on a little bit of pure, unadulterated luck. So when we talk about these disagreements, let's be super clear. These weren't polite little squabbles over who got to go first in line. Oh no, these were full-blown intellectual gladiatorial combat sessions. Bell's patent? It became astonishingly the most litigated patent in history. Can you believe that? He faced hundreds, and I mean hundreds of lawsuits from rivals, each and every one of them claiming they had invented it first or that he had somehow infringed on their ideas. The stakes in this arena were absolutely astronomical. We're not just talking about a little bit of fame or a footnote in a history book. We're talking about ultimate control over a technology that was poised to completely reshape humanity itself. The legal arena transformed into a modern-day coliseum of ideas where every single sketch, every dated notebook entry, every witness testimony was scrutinized, dissected, and debated with the intensity of a championship boxing match. It was brutal. So with all this swirling chaos, this whirlwind of simultaneous invention and truly bitter disputes, why is Alexander Graham Bell the name we largely credit today? It's a fantastic question, isn't it? Well, here's the thing. Bell's application wasn't just some vague theoretical idea floating around. No, it was a comprehensive, legally sound document that meticulously outlined a working apparatus. And, crucially, it was backed by successful, demonstrable experiments. He didn't just think about it, he built it and he proved it worked. He was incredibly meticulous, diligently documenting every single one of his experiments. And perhaps most critically, he arrived at the patent office first with a complete, thoroughly defensible patent. He didn't just have the concept in his head, he effectively navigated the incredibly intricate, bureaucratic maze of patent law to secure legal ownership. Think about it. He wasn't just inventing a device. He was simultaneously forging a powerful legal shield, proving his claim against a literal tidal wave of challengers trying to undermine him. It was precisely this rigorous defense, this hard-won legal triumph that allowed the telephone to move beyond just being a mere curiosity, a neat trick, and instead burst into the homes and businesses of millions, becoming the absolute foundation of our truly connected world. It's quite a story, isn't it? These patent wars, they were exhausting, messy, and fiercely contested. But from this crucible of conflict, this intense pressure cooker, something truly transformative emerged, something that connected us in ways once thought utterly impossible. It really makes you stop and wonder, doesn't it? What other everyday inventions, things we just take for granted now, do you think had surprisingly messy, chaotic, behind-the-scenes beginnings? I bet there are so many. Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you found this deep dive into historical pan drama as absolutely fascinating as we did, do us a huge favor, hit that like button, share it with a friend who loves a good story, and definitely subscribe for more mind-bending journeys through the incredible history of human ingenuity. We've got so many more tales to tell.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more history daily.